Hey there, friends. How are you today? So it's going to be a little dark for a little bit. And this is going to end up being a kind of a put together video because I'm going to do it in a couple different parts because I have to take you to a couple different areas in the house to do this. But what I wanted to show you is I have this old barn door that I made this cute sign on. Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. Now I did this sign with vinyl. And if you see my vinyls, I did this several years ago. And my vinyl is peeling up. It just looks horrible. And I'm not going to lie. I am not I don't do vinyl well. I really don't. I can't seem to get the vinyl right. So what I did is, I can make my own custom stencils. So I'm going to make a stencil with you today. So I went ahead and I made this. Well, we're going to make this. I got it all printed out. And I know it doesn't fit kind of like the rest of the vinyl does. But what we're going to do is we're going to center it once it's all done. Once I get the reusable silkscreen stencil made, I'm going to center it, and then over here I'm going to put like flags and stuff like that. So I'm going to actually have other stuff on this board, so it's not just the wording. Now what's going to be interesting is the board is not completely smooth, so we're going to see how that all goes. I will be taking off all of the just look at that. It's just all coming off. And I'm sure you could give me some tips and tricks on how to do the vinyl right. It's never been my thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lift this up a little bit. So maybe you can see over there. There we go. If you can see, I have my Icon Art stencil maker. You really can't see it. See, that's what it is right there. This thing right here. That's the Icon Art stencil maker. That's where the purple light will come out, the UV light, and it'll go on my stencil. I don't have the emulsion paper out yet because I didn't want to get it overexposed before we got started, because that's bad. Now, because this is a 12 by 18 stencil, I do have to expose it for a little bit longer, so it'll be exposed for 1:40. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting this out. If you see, this is the big sheet that'll go over top of this. I've got the stencil part printed out in 3 sections. And then I'm going to go ahead and get out my emulsion paper. And this purple emulsion paper is the textile one. So it's a little bit stickier once you're done. And it is, the mesh is a little bit thicker, in the sense that if you have a thicker paste or a thicker ink, it'll be harder for it to go through there. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Now I'm kind of taking my time. I want to make sure that I make this as even as possible. While I'm doing this. And of course, I always take, I think that looks about right. You can always tell when I'm concentrating, guys, because when I'm concentrating, I stop talking. I know some of you are probably like, well, concentrate more, right? So now I'll take, oh, I got that stuff on there. That's not good. I'm going to wipe this guy off a little bit because I don't want anything on there that will mess up the exposure. And I'm going to put this down. Now, typically, this wouldn't be up this high. I would be putting the emulsion paper and the stencil the stencil stuff all up here. But I'm going to go ahead and get this started, and I'm going to start my little timer so we know. So now this is exposing it, right? So typically I would take and put all the stuff up here, and it would, and I wouldn't have to do it up on this bucket. I haven't bought, they do have the Icon Art Stencil Maker. Oh, by the way, if you are interested in making your own silkscreen stencils and you are interested in purchasing the Icon Art Stencil Maker, you can absolutely do that. And you can use the code Babycakes Creations 1 and you can get 15% off. Yes, that is an affiliate link for you. So I do get money. If you do purchase it and use the code Babycakes Creations 1, I will get money off of that. Not gonna lie. I have not purchased, excuse me, I have not purchased, they do have a 23-inch extender bar that you can put on here, but I found that putting it up on a bucket or a stack somehow has worked well for me. And we're gonna find out here in a few minutes, well, in a few seconds, whether or not this exposed right. Now the emulsion paper, you want to keep it in the package it came in. So like this emulsion paper came in this huge package like this, right? Because it will, once it gets exposed, then you can't use it and you won't get your pretty design. All right, so it's been 1 minute 40 seconds. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to turn the light off and I'll remove it. Now it's not going to look like anything right now, because we have to take it upstairs and wash it out. So I am going to pause this one. Let me see. Can I see you guys? So I'm going to stop this portion of it. I'm going to take you guys upstairs, start another video, and we're going to go ahead and wash this stencil out. All right, guys, I'll see you in just a few seconds. All right, guys, so I came upstairs. Now, one of the things when you are coming upstairs or when you're getting ready to rinse this out is you want to make sure that you do not expose it to a lot of additional light, because if you expose it to additional light, what will end up happening is you will end up losing. It will start exposing your emulsion paper even more, and then you won't be able to wash it out. So I can already see that some of this is going to come out just by it getting wet. Now you're using lukewarm water, and actually that's a little bit too hot. And I go over it. They do have, I go over it first with this spray, and then I start it, then I do a little bit stronger of a spray, and I kind of pull it back a little bit because I don't want to overrun it. I'm going to put some, because there's a lot of splashing. Eventually, I will have a tub downstairs or a sink downstairs where I can do all this stuff without having to bring it all the way upstairs into my kitchen. And excuse the messy kitchen. I have dishes in the sink because honestly I haven't gotten to washing them yet. Not very many dishes. But you just do this with lukewarm water. And they do have a sprayer, so you can go ahead and get a sprayer. And it gives you the perfect PSI for that. But I just use my sprayer for my kitchen sink here, and it works well. I just have to be careful, especially if you use the water too hot. If you do the water too hot, you can end up taking out some of the emulsion paper that is not exposed. It will do that. And because this stencil is a larger stencil, it's going to take a little bit longer to get rinsed out. after I'm done rinsing it, I'm so super excited to make this stencil. I'm super excited to fix my board. After I get this rinsed out, what I'll do is I'll hang it up. I actually have a clothesline downstairs in my storm shelter because we like to hang our jeans up and some other clothes up on the clothesline instead of drying them in the dryer. And you know, Missouri doesn't always have beautiful weather to be hanging your clothes out with, so we put a clothesline up in the laundry room, in the storm shelter. So I'll hang this up in the storm shelter to let it dry for a couple hours. And then I'll do another exposure. I'll do a post exposure on it. And you can see some of those words are already coming out, guys. So I'll do a post exposure on this for probably about 3 or 4 minutes. If it's one of the smaller ones, you only have to do about 2 minutes. But because this is the 12 by 18 stencil, I'm going to do 3 to 4 minutes to post expose it. Now that post exposure allows the emulsion paper to harden a little bit more, and it'll make your stencil a little bit more sturdy, so you'll be able to use it a little bit longer. Now these are reusable silkscreen stencils, so I can use them multiple times, kind of like the ones that I purchased, but these are ones that I make. So it's all in how you take care of them. As long as you take care of them well, they will do well for you. And you take care of them the exact same way you do with your the ones that I purchased. You wash them as soon as you're done using them. You do not let water pool on them. You dry them off, and you just take really good care of them. So the thing is if you do have this very hot, it will rinse it out quicker. But like I was saying, it will run the risk of you not tearing the silkscreen portion of it, but tearing the emulsion portion of it around the silkscreen that you're washing out. It'll go a little bit overboard, and you don't want that to happen. I know, because I've had that happen before. And again, if you have any questions, so if you're interested in making your own silkscreen stencils, like I said, you can go to Icon Art, and I will tag it below. You can go to Icon Art Stencil Maker. I think it's iconart.com. But like I said, I'll tag it below. And then if you use the code BabycakesCreations1, you will get 15%. And yes, I am an affiliate for it. So that is an affiliate link. An affiliate coupon. A coupon. Speaking of coupons, it's still March. And March is my birthday month, right? And I have a coupon going on my website for the entire month of March. It's either 10 or 15% off, and I'd like to tell you exactly what it is, but I can't remember, so I'll link it below. I'll make sure there's a picture of it below. So you can check it out and go to my website and do some ordering and get some percentages off. Because it's my birthday, it's actually also National Craft Month. I mean, gosh, my birthday month, craft month, it's like the perfect month. The hard part with doing rinsing out such a large stencil is I don't have, so this, clipboard. This clipboard came with the kit, and it fits perfectly for your 10 by 12 stencils, and it makes it easy to wash them out. But since this is the 12 by 18, the little clipboard doesn't work as well. I mean, it works fine. It's difficult because you don't have as much room to rinse this out on. And it makes it a little bit more fun. And like I said, it's dark in here because you don't want the sun or the light to continue to expose your stencil to make it to where it won't wash out, because you can overexpose it initially and then it won't wash out for you. If you see, this is actually washing out beautifully, so I'm loving it. Well, maybe there we go. It's always a little nerve-wracking because you don't know for sure if it's going to wash out perfectly for you or not. Especially, this is only, I'm not going to lie, this is only the second time I've used the big stencil. I've made it with the big stencil. And so I wasn't sure if, I'm never really sure if it's going to expose correctly and then I'm going to be able to get it washed out or not. The first one I made was the Whisper I Love You to a Butterfly. I made that one. I used it 3 times. And I can actually, if you know that saying and you need a custom sign with it, I would love to make one for you. Yes, this is washing out beautifully. I just have the last portion of it to do. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, just let me know. If you are into your chalking, because I know some of you love it, and you want some of your own custom stencils made, just let me know, and we can discuss that. I do have a couple of different rates for making custom stencils for you, based on whether you provide me the artwork or if you want me to come up with this artwork. Now, what I did, this actual saying, I came up with how the lettering was going to be, the fonts and everything like that. As you saw, the one that was on the barn door, that had a lot of fonts going on it. And I decided this one I wanted to be not so busy, especially if I'm going to put some additional stencils around it. I do have, I know what I'm going to do around it. I can't wait to show you the finished product after I'm all done making the board. Oh, this looks good. Yep, this is looking great. I'm going to turn the light on, guys. I know. But it's going to let me see, because I do have most of this already done out. So I'm just going to look at it just to make sure I didn't miss any portions. It doesn't look like I did. So I'm going to turn that off, put it over there, and now you can see it. That's just how easy it is to make your own silkscreen stencil. So let me pull you up. So if you're ever interested in making your own, oh, you see my shake back there. If you're ever interested in making your own, just let me know. I will shoot you, like I said, I will tag it below, the website and the affiliate code link, so you can get your own ordered. Or if you just want me to make you one, let me know that below too, and I will go ahead and help you out with that. Also, don't forget, it's my birthday month, so I'll put that information below so you can go to my website and get a good percentage off, because it's my birthday month. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed me making this. I will, after I'm all done updating that flag, not the flag, that barn door, I will show you a picture of it all done. And I can't wait to do it. All right, guys, I will chat with you guys later. Bye-bye.